There's a lot going on here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody feels fully informed after watching that instructional video. If not, feel free to pester the person next to you. If you're being pestered, get up and go to the vendor room and buy yourself a Flying Dog beer. You'll dodge the pesterer, and when you get back, maybe you won't mind so much.
Okay, so we've got a jammer from each team ready to go, 4 blockers from each team ready to go. They all start on one whistle.
Your jammers are the ladies with the stars on their helmet. For the female treble, it's 4E29 Red Pepper. And for Motherstate, your lead jammer is number 11, Cynthia Scala. Scala. Scala?
The first jam ended with no points scored. Everybody's into conservation these days. Number 32, Casey Bianco, the pride of Richmond, jamming for Motherstate Roller Derby.
Up against I4I, Ella Trick from Female Treble, who gets lead jammer out of the pack first.
Everybody remembers what lead jammer means, right?
Lead jammer means you can call off the bout anytime the jam anytime you want, but both jammers are still able to score. So it's a minor advantage, but it's an advantage.
Bianco's still working to clear a couple of charm skaters at the front of the pack.
Ella Trick forced out, has to re-enter behind the people. She was already behind.
Life can be very, very hard. That's a 5-point jam for female treble. Nothing yet for a Motherstate Roller Derby.
On the jammer line, we've got Nikki Towner, number 13 from Motherstate. Up against 01, Lucky Penny of Female Treble. Tight pack, split, half in the front, half in the back. Spanning the pack, Motherstate, good job there. Lucky Penny clears first, gets lead jammer.
Nikki Towner out of the pack. This will be her first scoring pass. Let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen.
Just go ahead and assume, why don't we combine their names?
when the bench starts yelling at us, and we know we've
they created this problem. Don't even take responsibility.
Wow, look at her push on through there, but not far. A little jammer on jammer here. Carmel Blumgren catching up very quickly. Passing, forcing the call off on Sledgewick.
Sledgewick, a recent transfer from Salisbury Roller Girls. How are you enjoying Baltimore thus far?
Two thumbs up.
She's our first Salisbury girl, isn't she?
In the spirit of the late, very great Roger Ebert. 2 thumbs up. And now I'm gonna, can I get an official timeout while I cry a little bit?
No, you're not gonna get an official
Mr.
timeout.
Roger Ebert.
They have not yet worked announcer timeouts into the game. We're still working on that.
All right, Cynthia Scala on the line against Red Pepper from Female Treble. Scala's out first. Pack a little rough, reforming. Scala gets in, gets a point.
Calls it off before her opponent can.
We've got
Astounding how Scala was able to perceive that the other jammer was about to hit the back of the track. Back of the pack.
Female Treble holding on to a 1-point lead as Ella Trick eye for eyes at the Charm City Cakes jammer line versus number 32, Casey Bianco.
This is a really low score on each jam, chipping it away game so far. We're on jam 6, and we're still at 8-7. Ella Trick out of the pack first.
You may have, if you've been at previous bouts this spring, you've seen Ella Trick do a lot of damage as a jammer. So you'll see her at the Charm City Gigs jammer line quite a lot tonight, by all probability. There's evidence of what I'm talking about, people.
That's a 5-pointer right there. She passed all of the opposing skaters, including lapping the jammer. That gets her that bonus point. Looks like we're losing Lucky Penny to the box.
Turning up once again in the penalty box.
Ella Trick takes 4 points. 9 total on that jam to Charm City. Motherstate still holding at 7.
Nikki Towner taking the jammer star for Motherstate. Edie Sledgewick at the Charm City Gigs jammer line for Female Trouble.
And off she goes. Nikki Towner out with lead jammer for Motherstate Roller Derby.
Do not get comfortable, Charm City Roller Girl fans.
Sledge, I think, just got called on a cut track. She was hit out and returned in front of somebody she shouldn't have returned to the track in front of. So she is spending a minute in the penalty box. So it is a power jam for Nikki Towner.
As you recall, ladies and gentlemen, it's the jammer that scores points. So, and it is nearly impossible to score points while you are sitting motionless in the penalty box.
Unless the penalty box itself moves around the track, passing blockers.
That'd be pretty cool.
Tectonic drift can do all sorts of amazing things.
It is anybody's game, including Magneto's. Oh, and look, we've lost another jammers. See, jammers have more in common
So
than
both
they have different.
jammers are now in the penalty box, and we say no to jammerless jams.
And
so
therefore,
automatically, Edie Sledgewick is back out of the penalty box, and Nikki Towner will only spend as long in the penalty box as Edie Sledgewick did.
and she's out, but she is not lead jammer. She has no strategic control over the length of this jam.
In fact, there will be no lead jammer because once you go to the penalty box, you lose lead jammer status.
Pimperella heading to the box for a minute for a cut track.
We have not seen a lead change yet. Doesn't seem likely.
Wow. Motherstate really holding that defense up there against Sledgewick.
In all likelihood, those are the final points of this jam. 5-point grand slam. That's one of the great things about roller derby is that a grand slam is 5 points.
You might as well just
The
get
Orioles
it
can
done.
only get 4 with a grand slam. We get 5.
Objectively superior.
Everything is more, better, bigger, better.
More better.
More better, bigger, bacon.
There are lead hitters in baseball, but they can't call anything off. But our lead jammers, who in this case are number 22 Carmel Blumgren and number 001.
001. That's Jean Dark.
Oh, here we go again. So we have 2 1s and 2 17s on female trouble.
A totally stopped pack. And there she goes. Carmel jumps in, gets her points, calls it off. Smart strategic move, and look at what is happening to that score. We're almost evened up again.
More importantly, it's nearly a palindrome.
I know. It's killing me.
Where's the beer? Where's the beer?
Motherstate,
Where's
if
the beer?
Motherstate gets 1 point and
Where's
calls
the
it
beer?
off, I would be so thrilled.
Where's the beer?
The beer's in the vendor room. Ladies
Beer's in
and
the
gentlemen.
vendor room.
We're
Feel
so
free.
far from the beer. You guys are free to go get beer. Take advantage of that at times.
And if you are sitting trackside here in the VIP seats, which are so worth it, by the way, you've got your own lounge up here. You can get wine. You can get a range of Flying Dog beers in the bottle.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cynthia Scala's lead jammer for Motherstate, and the lead has changed 22 to 26 for Motherstate.
That means
Red Pepper trying to hold Cynthia Scala there at the back of the pack. but that was a while ago.
Another Grand Slam for Motherstate. Teammates forming up to slow down the pack a bit.
I just noticed what this song is. And I would like to thank Mr. Hellcat.
Are you a Michael Cimbello fan? Are you in the Michael Cimbello fan club? Are you the local president of the Michael Cimbello fan club?
Not yet.
You are the Michael Cimbello fan club. Motherstate 31, female treble 22, with just over 19 minutes left in the first half of this bout. Ella Trigg, number I for I, taking the Charm City Kings jammer line versus number 32, Casey Bianco for Motherstate. Motherstate, is that?
See, the thing is,
I'm guessing that's Virginia's slogan or something.
they're the mother of presidents. But the thing is, isn't Virginia like a Commonwealth?
Sure is.
So yeah, I'm feeling like distrustful.
Much like Massachusetts.
There's
look.
the beer.
It's nothing as it seems. Well, I'll tell you what seems true and is true. Number 32, Casey Bianco of Motherstate is your lead jammer. Busting through.
Not satisfied with a team score less than her jersey number, decides to raise it by a few. Widening their lead over female treble, who sent Edie Sledgewitt to the Charm City Kings jammer line versus number 22, Carmel Blumgren. Excuse me while I...
There is National Bohemian for sale in the vendor room, in addition to
Flying Dog.
In case you didn't hear that, it was not yet enough refreshment.
Heavens to Betsy. We have the best Foley artists in the business up here.
You can thank that incredible sound. You can thank One Rock for that incredible sound.
Sledgewick is just in a world of torment in the back of that pack. Takes a spill to the inside. She knows to scoot back, while number 11, Cynthia Scala, tries to slow down to force her to return to the pack. Farther back, Federal Kill pushes Scala out of the way so that
The pack
makes
just
things a little
barely
easier for
recovered
Jeremy.
from getting strung out there. An important rule to know if you don't is that you cannot engage any other players. You can't hit, get in the way of, mess with anybody unless you are part of the pack. And to be part of the pack, you can't be more than 20 feet away from the body of the pack. The body of the pack is the largest number of players with both colored jerseys.
And you can just, this goes on all day.
So right now, that's a pack. That's a whole pack. All those people can hit all those people.
And related to this is the distance between those spokes on the track, correct?
Very, very handy. Those are about 10 feet apart.
No, they're not. The outside, maybe.
You guys, I hate it when you fight about measurements. Just like my mom and dad.
Women's sense of measurement. You know how that joke goes. All right, number 6,
I'm
Pittsburgh.
sad.
Number 6, Pittsburgh is at the Charm City Kings jammer line versus Nikki Towner.
All right.
Does it get confusing when we play Pittsburgh with Pittsburgh? Has that happened yet?
I don't know.
Do they get out of
It's gonna be a
sorts?
mess.
We should have a skater tonight by the name of Bitchmond. Confusion.
Silence. Stunned silence.
Because you have no answer.
That's a split pack.
Yep, see, there
Right?
you go. Yeah, it's
So
yes,
the ref
look
going
at
like
that.
this is saying pack is here.
Pittsburgh fights her way through a very drawn out set of outposts established by Motherstate. Calls off the jam just about as hard as a person can. 1 point for female treble 0-4. Oh my gosh, 24-42 palindrome, have a drink.
Oh, there we go.
Thank goodness. Math is
Even
fun
one of the
with that
officials is having a drink now.
Cynthia Scala on the line up against eye for eye, Ella Trick. Charm is definitely going to be looking to stop the bleeding here. Ella Trick tries to find a line, she misses it, and Scala takes that inside line just like that. Off she goes. Ella Trick clears the pack. Contentious pack in there. Both teams trying to reform, find defensive maneuvers. Cynthia Scala gets 1 point and calls it off. Just hold that lead and burn the time.
Red Pepper. I will withhold my praise of bad decisions till the second half.
Casey Bianco will be jamming for Motherstate. Blocking for her will be just about everybody else from Motherstate. If you haven't noticed, ladies and gentlemen, Motherstate is putting 7 total skaters on the track. And every time they take the track, they got to use 5. So 2 skaters at a time are resting.
There she goes.
There you go. Enough explaining. Let's have a look at Red Pepper tearing it up on the track here at Clarence Duburn's Arena.
Bianco stuck in a messy pack up there. But look who just curved around the outside. Red Pepper, 5 points.
Now the home crowd wakes up.
Bianco trying to struggle her way through a fast pack, but there she goes. She manages to get through. That was her initial pass. She has not scored any points, but she will the next time she comes through. Red Pepper clears a little bit, loses her footing.
Takes out a couple of her own blockers. Again
And
loses her footing to the
calls it
outside.
Just in time. No points to either side that pass. Motherstate did a really good job of reforming their defense there and not letting another pass happen. Pittsburgh on the line for Charm. Up against Nikki Towner, number 13, from the great Commonwealth of Virginia.
Oh my gosh.
Oh dear, that was lots of bodies pushing hard there.
This is tough. It's anybody's jam so far. Red Pepper's up front.
One
trying
to
get
beat.
enough distance.
1 to beat,
find
2
the
to
pack.
beat.
Oh, nope. Number 13. That's
Oh,
Nikki Towner.
Yeah, Sarah Jean Russell, number 25 up there for Motherstate, was making it really tough for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh thought she had the front, but one strong blocker to pass still. Looks like we got 2 points, 1 point. Refs, are you calling it gray and black tonight? Thank you.
We have Carmel Blumgren looking to take a couple shots at Ella Trick right off the line, and Carmel makes
There she
it
goes.
out. Your lead jammer is Carmel Blumgren of the Motherstate Roller Derby.
They're good at
My
this.
mistake. Again, only 7 skaters here tonight.
Yeah, if you didn't notice, 7 skaters. And with sending 5 out, assuming that nobody's in the penalty box, that means almost everybody is going out 2 and 3 jams in a row. That is
So
not what most teams do. It does help you keep your head in the game, but it gets you really tired.
that brings in the idea of fatigue factor.
Yeah, so second half might switch things a lot for them.
And
I
that
don't
might
know,
be
I
what
haven't seen
Female Trouble is counting on.
Yeah.
Unless they're robots.
In which case, it's just a matter of being well maintained.
Cynthia Scala up against Lucky Penny. Lucky Penny takes it for Charm. full pile-up.
A few skaters slow to rise.
Lucky Penny gets 4 and calls it.
Charm sitting now within 9 as Casey Bianco and Red Pepper take the Charm City Cakes jammer line for Jam 18.
Which jam was that?
It'll be Jam 18.
Oh, okay. That's the
Federal
jam
Kill
17.
takes a seat in the box.
They've sacrificed other useful information on the scoreboard so that we can know
Wow.
what jam number it is.
Beautifully executed. Casey Bianco just hopped away right through the pack there. That pack is down by 1 player for Charm, and a full pack for Motherstate. And we have a jammer heading to the box. Good news for Charm. Let's see if Red Pepper can make up for
So we've got a
difference here.
power jam situation for female trouble. And as we know from past bouts, crowd noise makes jammers go faster.
It does. It's like fairies and clapping.
So the louder you are, the faster Red Pepper is liable to skate.
See what's going on here? They're forcing her to go to the back by pulling her out. Motherstate is stringing out the pack, but they're using players as bridges to be sure that there are less than 20 feet between any players in the pack.
This is what's called shenanigans. Legal shenanigans.
Multi-skater collapse sends number 22, Carmel Blumgren, to the penalty box.
There's the inevitable grand slam for female trouble, 5 points.
And is that going to do it? Striking distance of getting it how many points? Mr. Referee, 5 points.
Charms City's female trouble
takes the lead.
have the lead.
Totally stopped pack.
Both jammers now on the track. Literally.
Attempted an assisted block there. Motherstate, 1 player pushing another into Red Pepper, using her as a human battering ram.
Motherstate now strikes back with 4 points.
Quite clearly to me.
Nikki Towner and Ella Trick are your jammers.
Hey, carrier ass.
Ella Trick going inside, outside, trying to find her lane. 1 to beat, gets forced inside.
Wow.
Nikki Towner working the outside, 1 to beat.
I tell you, Motherstate is vicious with this cut track pull recycling move that they keep on having a lot of success with.
Oh, there we go. There's no surefire way to victory, but knocking down the opposing jammer is always a good start.
And Ella Trick is your lead jammer for female trouble. Crowd knows that noise is going to make her skate faster.
It's physics, people.
That's why earthquakes are loud, I think.
To make people skate faster.
Ella Trick is now barely out of the pack, calls off the jam, gets 3 points on that final pass.
Giving female trouble a 5-point lead with just over 5 left in this half.
It's downright luxurious.
Carmel Blumgren at the Charm City Cakes jammer line versus who I think might be Lucky Penny. Yes, it is Lucky Penny. One of the ones.
0-1.
Pushy, yeah.
A couple of ones, a couple of 17s.
While it is true that you cannot push another skater from behind, you cannot hit another skater from behind, you can just kind of skate into her back while both of you are skating. You can't make sharp contact, but if you are in contact with her and you are just doing skating with your feet, that's fine.
If you can grab an opposing skater's wrist and make them hit themselves, as long as you constantly demand that they stop, it's legal.
Especially if you are an older sibling. right, 1-point game.
Oh, heavens. This is a little too stressful for me.
You're gonna be starting something.
Yeah, oh yeah, I presume. You should have to sit up here and watch all of this.
Don't worry, Pittsburgh is here. Pittsburgh is at the Charm City Kicks jammer line.
Next to Scala.
3-day bender and serial killer came over to inspect the official's table for contraband. Everything seems okay. He did not search the DJ, obviously.
We've decided that we're definitely going to be clarifying a vowel at halftime. Ouch.
Pittsburgh is your lead jammer.
Federal Kill trying to take on the entire pack from Virginia.
And it is a power jam now as Cynthia Scala heads to the penalty box for what appears to be a cut track penalty.
That could be a game changer. It was all over for the Confederacy when Stonewall Jackson got sent to the penalty box.
So Pittsburgh with a grand slam of 5 points, the lone scoring skater at the moment.
Lone, but not lonely.
Pack slows down and tightens up for her as Motherstate tries to hold her off until they can get their jammer back on.
Yowza. Bethany pulls out Blomgren. Charm using a little bit of Motherstate's medicine on them, forcing her to the back. Reforming. Jeanne d'Arc, number 001. Jeanne d'Arc. Jeanne d'Arc, Jeanne d'Arc. She might spontaneously combust as she goes pushing through the back. Oh my goodness. Look at Female Trouble trying to force the pack backwards, trying to pull that 20 foot. The pack actually moving backwards. This is a dangerous thing. You can't engage a skater while moving clockwise. Oh my goodness. That was a cut track there. Jeanne d'Arc is headed to the box.
Jeanne d'Arc, very successful at the beginning of the battle. In the end, it ended badly.
So Motherstate with a power jam now. Cynthia Scala also unable to call off the jam. She is not lead jammer. There will be no lead jammer for this jam. So all she can do is score. And she does. 5 points, grand slam for Motherstate. Pulls them within a couple. A few of the hometown team.
Study this carefully, ladies and gentlemen. Female Trouble forming up at the front, but my goodness.
Scala finds an inside lane at the front of the pack, scores another 5. Puts them within 1 point of tying. As Scala enters the pack once more. A couple to beat.
She's already got it.
Forced inside before she can get to the front of the pack.
She picked up at least a couple of points.
Jeanne d'Arc back and in the pack.
Willkommen zurück im Spiel. Jeanne d'Arc transferred to us from Hamburg, Germany.
Jeanne d'Arc gets 4 points. Scala gets 5. 67 apiece right now.
Oh, it's tied.
2 points for Jeanne d'Arc. Maintains a lead for Charm City.
Tie game.
And
Celebrate
halftime.
as you see fit.
Is it halftime already?
We don't have a policy in place.
Halftime tie game.
This is as exciting.
It is not halftime.
No?
I knew
It
it.
was a lie.
It is halftime.
halftime.
I knew it.
That was-
Gets onto the track. Female Trouble just quietly gets on the track. Lucky Penny at at the Charm City Cakes camera line for female treble versus number 11, Cynthia Scala for Motherstate. Charm City with a 3-point lead to start this half. That's as good as no lead. I mean, that'll win you the thing if you have it at the end. But at this point, it doesn't matter.
Oh my gosh, it may as well be no score at all. Why did we waste our time for that first half hour?
We'll call it a warm-up.
There you go. I'm sure the skaters would agree.
All right. Oh, Cynthia Scala races up front. Already your lead jammer.
Oh my goodness, that is great news for everybody who traveled up from Richmond, Virginia. I haven't seen any members of GWAR yet, but I'm continuing to hold out hope.
Calls it off after her first scoring pass, having picked up 4 points and the lead. Lead change.
70 to 71, my goodness.
Do you drink more for a palindrome than for a lead change? Or are they equal?
You gotta follow your heart.
No. My heart says that I need to get something from the bad decisions table, like Doris Day of Reckoning just did. Some sort of pit something or other.
Your heart has a self-destructive streak.
And she does it like I do. There's probably just as much horseradish as there is meat on there.
Female trouble gets lead.
All of the condiments.
She's probably choking on horseradish
The
right
one and
now.
only Red Pepper burning up the track.
Mouthful of beef and forgot to put her pants on, she says. And then she said something about not on mic.
Red Pepper lapped the opposing jammer Casey Bianco for 5 big points. They call it a grand slam around these marks.
Not on mic means don't say it on the microphone.
It usually does. And usually don't say it on the microphone means just wait a second and then like frame it with good comedic timing and say it on the microphone.
Red Pepper got pushed out of bounds by Nikki Towner, who
I'm not here to-
immediately, cannily,
I'm not here to
raced
think ahead.
backwards to make sure that Red Pepper would have the maximum amount of track to cover when she returned to the track. Breaks through one more time, another 5 points for female trouble. 80 to 71 the score, that's a 9-point lead.
Pittsburgh taking the line against Nikki Towner.
That lead definitely would have been a lot bigger if it weren't for the very smart defense employed by Motherstate Roller Derby.
And if passing a skater would get you 50 points instead of 1,
That
would have
work
also
too.
been much bigger. Pittsburgh having trouble getting past the back of the pack while Nikki Towner is your lead jammer.
Just moments ago, doing some fantastically admirable blocking. Nikki Towner then dons the star to get to jamming, gets lead jammer and fights her way, yes, I'll say through the pack on a single scoring pass to get 4 points, calls off the jam. 75 to 80. Yeesh.
Close game.
This is terrible news for people who like their leads comfortable.
Saying
Great
hi-
news for people who like a good game.
They're all good games. They're all good games. If you think this bout is anything out of the ordinary, they're all good.
They're all exactly like this. Like snowflakes, they're special and beautiful.
Oh, Ella Trick finds a very narrow, skinny little place to pass through, but doesn't. Lead jammer goes to Carmel Blumgren.
Cutting track penalty.
Yep,
sends
cutting
Ella
track
Trick.
penalty. I totally thought she had it, and then I just kept talking.
As if it was the sentence you meant to say in the first
Exactly.
place. Carmel
Add
makes another
words
scoring pass.
Until true.
That's 5 points for Richmond's, I always want to say Mad State.
Now, how did she get 5 points when the jammer is not in the pack? Because if there are players, opposing players, that are in the penalty box, you will get the points for them as soon as you get your first point for passing a real person in the pack. You get any other points for people that are not. I hope one of the photographers got that lean block down here between turns 3 and 4. Thank you, Tyler Shaw. That was a really nice one.
Yeah, E.T. Sledgewick used a shoulder like I've never seen anyone use on me. That was hot. I need some hot shoulder like that. You'll find some on the streets of Baltimore tonight.
Hot pork shoulder.
Hot shoulder. Bad decisions, should have hot shoulder. But instead, Carmel Blumgren's getting all the hot shoulder, and another 5 points for Motherstate, building their new lead.
Ella Trick still fighting, charging, stomping, scraping. Four more points for Motherstate, 94-80. Now a 14-point lead.
Female Trouble going to give Lucky Penny a turn at the Sharp City Cakes jammer line versus number 11, Cynthia Scala.
And they're off. On the first whistle, still not used to it. Federal kill takes down the
Number
Motherstate
60,
jammer.
number 62, AJ Broderick, tried to do some offensive blocking for her teammate there. Almost managed to get her to clear very quickly. But she is still stuck in the pack, Scala. Behind, wow, where's...
Lucky Penny is your lead jammer of Female Trouble.
She's on her first scoring pass with 2 to beat.
Stuck
One
deep in the
blocker.
pack.
She's got Terrorizer blocking for her, and teamwork wins the day. 5 points for Female Trouble.
That, as the scoreboard finally changes her name from Lead to Lucky Penny, going from lead to copper. Scala out of the pack, making the rounds, but unable to reach the pack before it's called off by Ella Trick. Another couple points for Female Trouble.
Red Pepper out for Female Trouble. Casey Bianco out for Motherstate. Looks like we got 2 full packs out there, nobody in the box.
Treasure these moments, roller derby fans.
Yep.
They don't come by
Both
too
teams
often.
have a 3-wall setup plus 1 outside.
We haven't had a ton of penalties tonight.
And there goes Red Pepper. Skipped up the inside line and managed to find herself a hole.
Bianco's also got her initial pass under.
Female Trouble setting up in the back of the pack. Motherstate setting up in the front. Red Pepper finds an outside line, gets some points, calls it, but Pittsburgh v. Towner on the line.
All right,
There they are. They've sort of forgot how to skate forward for a minute. It's been so long, but bear with them. They're back
and
in the saddle.
Pittsburgh is your lead jammer. And your own lead. No, that's not a jammer going out. It is somebody from Motherstate.
Lisa Kincaid heading to the box.
I can't confirm that she's related to Thomas Kincaid, but man, oh man, I hope so.
Motherstate claiming that jammer line. Getting some real estate.
If anybody wants to buy that jammer line, contact Penaltina, your roller derby realtor. Oh gosh, the whistle at long last cuts the insufferable tension. Wow, already we have a lead jammer, and that lead jammer is Ella Trick of Female Trouble.
Tara Boomdier still holding back, number 22. Carmel Blomgren with some help from smearing off ice. And Jean d'Arc. Oh my goodness, jammer on jammer, hits her out.
Goodness. Oh,
Narrowly avoiding a a cut track penalty.
Carmel Blumgren.
Blumgren was forced to fall there because she knew she could not re-enter legally, having been hit out by Ella Trick. Lots of hittiness.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that was the very definition of excitement.
96 for female treble, 95 for Motherstate.
Lead change.
We have Sarah Jean Russell, number 25 of Motherstate, sent to the penalty box for a change of for a direction of gameplay penalty.
There goes Lucky Penny up the inside, taking off and pulling away from the pack.
Cynthia Scala also having made her initial pass. Lucky Penny gets all the points she can.
Ooh, no
Pulling it
points
off.
versus no points.
Nothing legally accomplished. As if Jam 9 never happened.
Red Pepper up against Casey Bianco on the line. I believe we've got 3 in gray and 4 in black in the pack.
Finally, the jam begins. In a manner of speaking, they are moving forward. Red Pepper
Being held up
fighting.
by Adrian.
So close,
Oh,
it could be anybody. Yes, it is Red Pepper, a female trouble.
Pepper is lead, but not far in front of her opposition. She dives in and calls it.
Wow.
4 points for female treble, 1 for Motherstate.
Smartly played.
Red Pepper just tessered across the track.
Female treble at the century mark, Motherstate at 96. Nikki Towner at the Charm City Kings jammer line outside Pittsburgh.
That time between jams is just there to make sure you appreciate the jam once it really gets started. Wow, things are getting rougher and rougher with each jam.
Pittsburgh finds an inside line with a little help of terrorizer there.
Nikki Towner just getting out of the pack.
You can see the pack there jostling for position, deciding whether they want to hit the other blockers. Check out for their jammers, the opposing jammer. There's the end of the jam. We got 2 points for female treble, 102 to 96 the score. Full 6 points ahead. You can see these skaters tightening up, ready to spring into action. And they have sprung, and Motherstate gets another lead jammer. Carmel Blumgren is your lead jammer. Only 6 points to tie it. Heaven knows anything's possible. That was 1 point for Motherstate, 102 to 97.
Nearly at the halfway point in the second half. That would be the 3/4 point of the whole jam and the 3/8 point of the whole night. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Well,
all right, we've got Lucky Penny versus Cynthia Scala. A lot of ones out there, but see, the extra 1 gave her the advantage she needed. Motherstate lead jammer now only 5 points needed to tie it. As the female treble jammer Lucky Penny goes to the box.
Oh, forearm penalty it is. So Motherstate will try to take advantage of this minute of power.
While Female Trouble tries to hold a strong line up at the front, starts moving the pack. Motherstate trying to get up in there and cause some chaos, make some holes for their jammer.
Power jams are not always easy because your opponent knows that they don't have to play offense anymore. It's all defense, so they can focus on you and you alone.
And they want to hurt you.
Oh, and there we go.
We've got a tied game right now.
That, I believe that's going to be an out of play.
Scala's back for another pass.
Yes.
Terrorizer and Federal Kill trying to keep it moving up in front there. Only 2 of them against a full pack from the great state of Virginia. I'm sorry, the great Commonwealth of Virginia.
It's tough. That was an out of play penalty for Tara Boomdier. Taking up residence in the penalty box for 1 minute.
Jean Doc takes the helmet with the star on it for Charm City, while Nikki Towner is out for the Motherstate, and off they go. And Towner takes it.
Motherstate Roller Derby currently enjoying a 10-point lead. I presume they enjoy it.
Wow.
Maybe they're the type who hate success.
Yep. Towner sails through a chaotic pack. Only 2 blockers out there for Female Trouble. Were easily being kept apart from each other by a full pack from Motherstate.
So
there's not much good you can do as a single blocker all by yourself in the middle of a big pack.
A single blocker trying to have it all.
So-
it's not easy.
So about that whole fatigue thing.
Yeah, when's that going to happen?
Doesn't seem to be happening.
Not a factor.
Only 7 skaters in the house, 5 of them at any given time skating.
Yep.
And they're still
They're mighty.
Robots.
Cynthia Scala flies out of the back, picks herself up and keeps going. She is your lead jammer. Pittsburgh still working her way through the pack.
And not just endurance out of this Motherstate team. Really, really smart playing. Great teamwork. You can tell these guys play as this lineup a lot.
They don't even have to think about it. As soon as somebody gets knocked to the outside,
Yeah.
their muscles, boom, shoot them backwards.
They're probably okay with just bringing 5.
That was Pittsburgh getting a cutting track penalty. Yet another Female Trouble skater in the box.
Oh my goodness, 2 full packs, but only 1 jammer. Are we actually going to see a pivot line start tonight? Old school roller derby, ladies and gentlemen.
Putty Hill Skateland. The benches
So-
in the center.
That's what you saw on the video, right? They were starting in front. Things have been changing. Since roller derby is kind of a young sport in this format on the flat track as a sport and not as a wrestling event, right? The rules shift.
So why did the pack decide to start with a lead?
You know, I wasn't watching who set it up, because the teams would have different reasons for trying to pull it away.
The pack wants what it wants, you know. That's what Woody Allen said. Number 13 for Motherstate, that's Nikki Towner, lead jammer. Looking to increase this lead, 121. That's a palindrome, so heck, go ahead and drink if you want. You bought it.
Oh my goodness, that pack is starting to move a little bit quickly now, isn't it? Deathany making sure that Terrorizer and Sinful Seduction are right with her. As a jammer, you have to go faster than the pack. So if the pack is going fast, you're going to have a hard job.
And we have 2 Female Trouble blockers, Deathany and
Towner manages to clear the inside past Deathany there.
Another 5 for Motherstate.
The new tougher.
Scala and Red Pepper at the Charm City Kings jammer line.
Huh? Thank you.
Oh, thank goodness. In Dundalk, 7 to 9 p.m., the 70s roller disco. If you're not ready for the 80s yet.
So what just happened was there was a timeout called by Female Trouble, followed by a little bit of official timeout to repair the track. But look, roller derby. Youch.
Oh my goodness.
Cynthia Scala with one to beat, and she does. She is
And
the
how?
lead jammer for this jam. And Red Pepper to the penalty box. It's a power jam for Motherstate.
Oh my goodness.
And only 2 blockers out there for Female Trouble trying to find each other. Full pack for Motherstate.
You guys keep bringing me.
Smirnoff Ice comes back in from the box and manages to get a hit right off the line there.
It's another 5 for Motherstate.
Fatigue. Pshaw.
All right, 136 to 102 is the score.
Female Trouble starts to step up the pace.
They're
Cynthia Scala in the middle of the pack.
They're going to need some more skaters to get out of the penalty box and stay out.
This is a tough thing. When you start getting your players stuck in the penalty box, you end up with more players going to the penalty box because there's panic out there. You have to swing harder and further. You're more likely to commit a sin when you're down people.
Terrorizer has not been on the track for very long, and she's back off the track with a penalty.
Ouch.
As Female Trouble just can't keep themselves at full strength. $146-102.
Motherstate blockers striking a very compelling tableau at the Charm City Cakes jammer line. Number 22, Carmel Blumgren, will be jamming for Motherstate. She'll be going up against number I4I, Ella Trick.
Only
Female Trouble.
Dethany and Jeanne d'Arc out there blocking for Charm City. A full pack from Motherstate.
There's not much to be done there. Carmel makes it through, gets lead jammer for Motherstate roller derby.
Charm regains federal kill but loses Jeanne.
Jeanne d'Arc in the penalty box leaves what? Just
Federal kill is blocking.
one blocker and one jammer for Oh, we do have 2 blockers
That's
for Female Trouble.
We have Dethany and Federal kill. Blocking for Ella Trick, trying to clear a path. No easy task, obviously, ladies and gentlemen. 5 more points for Motherstate.
And at this point, they're content to just keep burning clock.
Got a nice healthy lead there. That's really all they have to do, isn't it?
Are you saying this game has been decided?
No, I have not. I mean, short a couple of really amazing power jams. The thing is, we haven't been seeing those power jams tonight.
5
Both of the
more
teams keep
points.
shutting each other down. We haven't been seeing those big 20-point, 24-point jams tonight.
Oh, we're seeing something right now. As Carmel Blumgren continues to make the rounds.
Meeting some resistance at the front of the pack at long last, but no, they're forced to disengage. 5 more points for Carmel.
There she
Blumgren.
goes. All right, what was the total on that jam? 22. 22 went up to Motherstate Roller Derby.
I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
Charm City fans, that's serious.
That's pretty serious.
But
And
Female Trouble has several blockers on the track now, as well as Lucky Penny. So if you love Baltimore, if you love Female Trouble, let them hear you make some noise starting right now.
Maybe we should have done that at the beginning.
Right? Very obedient crowd. And there she goes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what Charm needs.
Lucky Penny is your lead jammer.
Providing empirical evidence that the volume of the crowd is what decides a jam.
Motherstate loses one of their skaters to the penalty box. Terrorizer joins the pack.
What Charm needs right now is what they have. They've got a lead jammer out there. They've got control of the pack.
Lucky Penny on one leg.
Staying on the track despite the very serious efforts of Motherstate to get her out.
She calls it because she's got another jammer behind her. The Motherstate jammer was also in good control of what was going on. She wasn't getting stuck up in the pack, so she's moving on. Called it for another lineup.
More track repair.
We're going to come back to Pittsburgh and Nikki Towner.
This is more track repair than I've ever seen
Thank
in
God
a
double
year.
damage was there to take the track down.
Looks like we've got 3v3 in the pack and a very contentious pack. Pittsburgh is not giving up, and it looks like we might even have a split pack in a minute. No, pack is in the back. No more engagement possible in the front.
Nikki Towner is lead jammer for this jam.
She earned it. She went through a
with
lot
one
to
to
get
beat.
there.
Pittsburgh has one to beat, and she does so.
Here's something crazy. Number 22, Carmel Blumgren of Motherstate Roller Derby got sent to the penalty box for a cutting track.
3 points for Motherstate, 0 for Female Trouble.
Red Pepper taking the star up against Cynthia Scala. Now it is Motherstate that is down to only 2 blockers. Female Trouble with 3.
Anybody's game.
What?
106 to 171. 65 points will tie it.
Wow. And those 2 blockers giving Red
Yes.
Pepper a lot of trouble, but she is out.
Red Pepper.
But the pack lineup is
Whoa,
changing as we
yes,
speak. But
Red
Red Pepper
Pepper.
gets through on the outside. 1 foot, 5 points.
Female Trouble gains a body in the pack as Tara Boomdier
As
emerges.
Motherstate loses one.
Casey Bianco taking up residence in the penalty box.
And that's the jam.
For Female Trouble versus number 13, Nikki Towner for Motherstate.
Dude, Burns Arena. Lucky Penny is your lead jammer of Female Trouble.
All right, we're going to skate it out.
1 1/2 minutes left in the period.
Noise
And
makes
again.
them faster. Woo! Lucky Penny gets some points, does not get this.
You may have misheard something else.
Cynthia Scala and Ella Trick. We've got a minute left on the game clock.
Scala with 2.
Whoa, little
Scala
key
to the beat,
blocking
gets
there.
forced down inside. Ella Trick takes it on the outside. She's your lead jammer. 56 on the period clock, a minute and a half on the jam clock.
Ella Trick
Oh!
blasts her way
Jammer on
past.
jammer. Ella Trick forces Scala out of the way. Scores 5 points for Female Trouble.
Wow. There's some all-out playing going on out there.
Ella Trick charging forward, putting her body on the line. Calls off the jam with, just 29 seconds left on the period clock. Anything, one of several things could happen.
Timeout.
Okay, I wasn't going to be like, if somebody calls a timeout, we could get another jam.
So 30 seconds pass between every jam. So since there were less than 30 seconds left on the clock, if that had been left to go, then we would have the end of the game. But we had a timeout called by the Female Trouble bench, which is going to allow us to have one more jam.
Has a 51-point jam ever been done? I know we've seen at least 40. Has 51 ever been done?
Here
By anyone? What is the...
Wasn't it 41
The highest
in
scoring
tournament
team ever.
play last year by...
So 49 isn't
Oh,
out
come
of the
on.
question.
Some roller geek out there like me has got to remember this.
50 is entirely possible.
Anything is possible, especially if you
Montreal?
have refused to pay attention to every previous roller derby game.
Oh, look, things are happening. Like Angie's birthday. Happy birthday to Angie.
Hi,
This game's for you, Angie!
Woo!
There you are!
This game's for you! Lucky Penny on the inside, Nikki Towner on the outside. Seems to be working better for Nikki Towner.
Yowza.
She is your lead jammer for Motherstate.
All right, ladies, now or never.
Okay.
There she goes.
Rather than rubbing it in, Nikki Towner calls off the jam and thus ends this bout. Our unofficial final 171 to 122.
But I think it's pretty clear we're going to be giving it up for Motherstate Roller Derby, bringing 7 players here and playing like that.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The great city of Richmond in the
All
great
right.
state or Commonwealth of Virginia. Motherstate Roller Derby.
What a great opening bout of the night. The next bout looks to be equally entertaining or more as our All-Stars prepare to take on Boston, a rivalry that dates back to the 1700s.
Absolutely, yeah. During the American...
We're armed with all sorts of tea and taxes. It just occurred to me why this song is playing. Could have been Mother Mother by Tracy Bonham, but this one will work.
Well played, Motherstate. I hope you join us at the after party at the Lighthouse.